So we are at the end of week three for this 100 daily push-up for Black History Month. I don't really have anything to report. So keep it short. Have I been totally with it with the push-ups? Yes, I've been doing 100 push-ups per day, but I also went to 150 now for the last few days. I add on more percent, so I'm doing 150 per day. Have I been really good with my diet? No. I mean, I haven't had one single soda, but I did have another Morley's. I know, what's in the Morley's? This is crack? No, what's it with Morley's, you know? These wings, but yeah, I had another one. And of course, you know the fries are full of bloody, you know, oil. But other than that, I mean, oh yes, the BMC, the Black Men Consortium, the Instagram is actually changed because for some reason there's an issue with the Instagram page. So it's now the BMC 100, not Black Men Consortium, the Instagram page. It's now the BMC 100. So now I gotta remember to tag that in all the videos we do now. And I just came out for one fantastic play that they did in Streatham Library. It was really good. And yeah, so what I can do is just, you know what, since we are talking about health, probably leave some videos on the weight management program that the Black Men Consortium did, which I was one of the mentors. Hence why I've got this jumper. But yeah, and we did do allowed some researchers that does research with the NHS around dietary. They came in and did some workshops, and we helped them design the new dietary plate, or the online image or chart. I don't know what you call it, but it's a new dietary around calories on the NHS that focus more on ethnic or cultural food. So whereas, you know, back in the days, I should say back in the days, even up to today, you know, our foods are looked at as, that's the problem why you're so fat, that's the problem why you've got blood pressure. When actually, food like yam and cassava and that kind of stuff, actually, you know, it's more healthier to eat than your normal white potatoes. But there's now a new diagram that shows you the plate, that shows you portion size, and we help design that, which is now on the NHS. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to watch what's happening with the workshop. Maybe it might help, and if I can find the link about the plate. I mean, a lot of nutritionists will know about that plate, that new plate around the ethnic cultural plate that, you know, brings in food like jollof rice, cassava, yam, and that kind of stuff, versus your broccoli and your organic chicken breast. But yeah, yeah. So I'll see you guys at the end of this and see where I weigh. If I've lost anything around my waist. And I haven't done no cardio. I had no time. And that's really bugging me about that. But anyway, watch the videos.
I'm Rahila Ahmad. My background is in public health, and I'm an academic, so I'm a full-time academic in terms of teaching and research.
My name is Dion Marshall. My background is fitness trainer and sport and exercise science lecturer at London South Bank University.
Hello, I'm Iris Bornefeld. I'm a dietitian.
Hi, good evening everyone. So my name is Janelle Morgan, and I'll start by saying I am Jamaican for anybody who's going to ask where my accent is from.
You don't like them.
So I just completed my master's in health management at City University of London, and I manage a hospital in Jamaica. My background is in media and communications and marketing.
But we've worked with Lambert for many years, working on programs. We've been tasked with doing is looking at resources that already exist for health and well-being and just put them through a real acid test to see whether they stand up, are they usable or not. So many of the resources you're going to see today, you have seen maybe they are being used, but we want to just test them again. And we're using you as a user group actually to see whether you think they're useful. Would you use them, recommend them to somebody else? Would you change them, or you just say discard them?
You can tell us by ticking whichever column to tell us whether you're absolutely comfortable, like, yeah, definitely cool with that, or whether you're not too sure, or the red, or the column on the extreme right, thumbs down, nah, I don't want you to ask me about that.
Measuring your waist to height ratio, is that something you've ever heard about?
No.
No. For our measurement, we might be more likely to develop long-term diseases like type 2 diabetes, have cardiovascular problems so with our circulation or our heart. So when we measure this, the reason it sort of differs from something like body mass index is it tells us about risk irrespective of BMI. Even if somebody is of healthy BMI, they might still be at risk because of how their fat is distributed in their body. So when we carry fat around our middle, it sits in our abdomen, in our abdomen cavity, and it sits around all of our vital organs, so our heart, our liver, our kidneys, and they all do really important work. And when they are covered in too much fat, they can't do their work properly. Okay, we're going to have a little go at this. So we're going to start by measuring your height. So I'm just going to hold this down here, and you can step on it and we'll take off a centimetre or however much you've stepped on with your fabulous shoes. Yeah, okay, and I'll measure it roughly to your height, so it doesn't have to be absolutely exact, it's an indicator to give us an idea of where we're at, and any exact measurements can be done if need be, but it's just to help you start getting an idea. Right, so let's see how much you've been standing on there. So we've got that much less. Okay, so that's where I'm going to cut it. And then what we do, we want half of your height. So we're going to fold the string in half. We'll get to that bit in a second. And you can wrap it around your waist, but I'm going to explain to you how to do it, and I can help you if need be. So where we want to go is if you take the top of your hip and your last rib, the midpoint between that is that's where you would want to be wrapping your string around. And when you do, take a nice deep breath in and you breathe out and you relax, and that's when you want to do your actual measurement. It's a helpful way to measure without having to know, without having to calculate your height divided by your weight times 2. So it's just a simple way of getting that measurement done without needing to have any kind of special equipment.
The first question is, what did you think of the resources? The resources that you guys have used?
Had a bit of
The
a
portion.
The portion that you
Easy reminder.
a resource you could use maybe?
I think I could work towards it. It was 75 again, so. I didn't pick up that 75.
For adults and older adults. For adults and
I didn't.
That's the thing. And I go eat, and that would, I would have 2 lists. Because I train as well.
Right.
That would not work. For athletes, that would work.
But it's more about the ratio.
Basically using the furniture as a source of workout apparatus. That makes sense.
Yes.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so I can relate a lot to that. So we're kind of doing a lot of that.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. That's a little bit wrong.
So what about the rest of you? Do you reckon the list?
I'm not getting the information from this fast enough, and it's partly how my brain works. I like lists of things rather than.
What was that?
So you got so you have
Visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And none of that one.
and that one. So it looks like if you're able, you can do all these fantastic things because you got the image to show it. Disabled, there's nothing.
BMC, Black Men's Consortium Weight Management Training. I just want to say that I miss it. Unfortunately, the funding's run out. I miss the workout with other black males who we bonded over the past year or so. It seems like a long time. However, during that time, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the workout. I enjoyed gaining more knowledge with the workout. It was fun, very informative. And also I enjoyed when we had external visitors that came along. We're talking about nutrition, sports, fitness, and learning more about foods, learning more about ingredients, and also the diverse of exercise, and not to mention yoga was absolutely massive. It gave me confidence. It gave me the more knowledge and the ability to continue workout on my own. I feel so much comfortable within my new body, even down to my posture, my walking, even my diet as well. So much has changed for the good. So, well, I look forward to BMC Weight Management to gain more funding so we could all get back together and continue where we left off.
The weight management program also provides well-being support. We carry out regular physical and mental health questionnaires. We do blood pressure checks. We provide advice and guidance in relation to an array of potential life-threatening illnesses, including the threat of a stroke or heart attack. We check your weight, height and BMI. We provide advice, information, guidance and support in relation to obesity, stress, cholesterol, prostate and bowel cancer, bone marrow disease and other illnesses that affect males of colour. The checkups are for holistic measurements that can be used for GP referrals as an intervention. The weight management program provides advice and guidance. Always seek professional advice from a health professional in relation to any physical or mental illness or concern.